Why do people walk and not run when it comes to self-love? I know this is a thing. It it surprises me all the time. However, I totally understand it. I was like that, 2 or 3 decades ago. Although I wanted to love myself, there seemed to be such a distance between that and where I was. And so I had to start looking, or I thought I had to start looking at all the things between me and self love. Today, where I stand, I can tell you that you just need to focus on self love. And the rest of the shit, yeah, it will come up so you can have a look at it. But then you can make a decision. And when I work with clients, the way I work with clients, we address all aspects, okay? First, how the pattern comes up, and then how to gently and lovingly release it, open up the space so that what is there is allowed to emerge. A lot of people have conflicting beliefs, and this can create a lot of inner turmoil. And this is why I believe people walk and don't run when it comes to self love. And yet, I think we all yearn to feel fulfilled and emotionally satisfied and whole in our lives. And yet, it's kind of become this unattainable thing. Also, because a large part of it is addressed mentally. Self love is a state of being, it's a marriage of the mind and the heart. You cannot think your way to self love. And this is why affirmations and visualization only work to a certain point. You have to tap into the feeling. Why? Because we are emotive beings. We make our choices on the value, on the meaning of what it makes us feel. And so if you have two conflicting or possibly several conflicting agendas, then you're going to struggle. And, it's survival. We will choose the easiest first. I'll share an example. I always remember a video where they were going around, and in one hand they had a chocolate bar, and in the other hand they had an ounce pure silver nugget. And they were just randomly going around showing this to people, and the people could choose whichever they want. And I was just flabbergasted because most people didn't even ask what the silver nugget was. They just looked at it, and because they didn't know what it was, they dismissed it and went with the chocolate, the familiar. Also, second, my awareness was the instant gratification. If you're hungry and in those 5 minutes somebody presents you with a chocolate bar or food, you're probably going to reactively take the chocolate bar. And there was only one person across the cross section that they showed who actually said, "What is that?" and asked, and then chose the silver nugget. The value of the silver nugget, the monetary value, far outweighed. You could probably buy a store warehouse full of chocolate bars if that was your fancy. But it was a really interesting exercise in what people were choosing. And I see a correlation in that between why people will walk and not run yet for self-love. Because in the moment, the stresses of, panic, financial lack, health issues, they're right in front of you, just like the chocolate bar. And so this is drawing your attention. That is fine. It's like in first aid or in the aeroplane. You always need to put your own oxygen mask on first. Take care of the necessary in the moment so that you're safe. So I'm not saying don't choose the chocolate bar. However, if you have an opportunity to invest in something bigger that will actually make it more sustainable for you to have long-term chocolate bars, then Why not? It's the same with self-love. Choose the silver nugget. Long term, it will make it more sustainable, and you will actually experience abundance, more fulfillment, and satisfaction longer term. So, why not run instead of walking? If this is something you'd like to explore, let me know. We need to talk.